Hello guys and welcome back to the FTOG server playing Infinity Evolved in expert mode, like experts. And all the funny drawer glitches happening behind me. Yes and no, yes and no, no and yes, no and yes. Okay, let's be serious. I just thought I'd give you a very quick update on the bees, although I promise you we won't be doing any more bees today. So things are finally starting to work out. Okay, there's still some work to be done, but as you can see, we're getting some cool resources. Now, I got caught out by a funny thing that I couldn't find any information about it. Nobody warned me about this. So, I have all these bees here, and they don't really belong in this biome, which is hot and dry, but I gave them all temperature and humidity tolerance, and they were producing just fine. They were going around their business producing honeycombs. They weren't producing any of the extra stuffs that I really want, like, the iron nuggets or the gas tiers, etc., etc. And it turns out that to get these things, they have to be in the right biome. So what I had to do is make a planes emulation upgrade and put them in all the bees that needed planes. So, and now they're producing this stuff. But that was just so weird because, I could see that they were
User
making
joined your channel.
honeycombs and that they were, going through their life cycles, but I wasn't getting any of the products that I wanted. So, as you can see, I've added a few other species. I think this is the winsome bee, which makes the ender pearls, and we've got all the metals. We've got the carbon bee making coal. Redstone. I don't think I've actually got this running because I've got a lot of redstones at the moment. This is the diamond bee. It's not making a lot of diamonds because I think you need 9 of those shards for 1 diamond. But hey, it's making some. And I am particularly happy about this one. Look at it, Enderium Nuggets. So this is made by the Endearing bee, which I think lives here. Endearing Queen. And there's something else that's particularly cool about her. Like, let's analyze the drown so that we don't interfere with the queenly process. Look at the production speed. It's fastest. This is the first bee that I found that had the fastest trait, and I think it might be just a general trait of this species. So I've took this out of her, and I think I've put this on this genetic template, and I am now going to imprint all my other bees with that because why have fast when you can have fastest? So yes, I am very pleased with this bee. Where did the drones go? Ah well, it doesn't matter. I think I dropped them or something. It doesn't matter. I have plenty of these drones anyway. This one also, if you look, well, I can't show you that, but her natural climate is cold, and she needs the winter emulation upgrade. It's a pity that I have to put all these upgrades in, but, yeah, whatever. They do mean the apiaries take a little bit more power, but, I can live with that. So, yes, we are producing things, and, just look at the gas tiers. This has been running, pretty much from the start, but we have over 1,000 gas tiers. We've got almost 500 ender pearls. I keep using the iron, so there is very little of it. And I started making compacting drawers, but oh my god, these are expensive and a pain to make, so I've only made 3. So I have to make a few more of these. And there's still a few more bee species that I want to add to this collection, but I am finally getting the resources that I need, which is brilliant. I mean, I've got 16 bronze blocks and 25 copper blocks. Copper seems to be working particularly well. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the bees. I am finally feeling like I'm getting some payoff on all the hard work I put into it. But let's do something completely different today because I am also quite sick of bees. And let's improve blood magic setup because quite clearly there is something seriously missing in this setup, lovely though it is, and that obviously is an automatic way of producing LP. Because I have to tell you, all this self-harm, well, it's not really very healthy, is it? It's not really to be encouraged unless you really need to, like at the start when you have got no other ways of producing LP. So today I am going to do the ritual of sacrifice, and I think we'll run it off witches just because, they heal themselves, so you just put a few witches, have a few captive witches there, and it's good to go forever. So I've been meaning to do this quite a long time ago. I don't know why I have these golden leggings on me. They are going to bug me, so I don't have a bin here, so let's just put them here temporarily. Okay, that's all done. Yeah, so I've been meaning to do this for the longest time, and I produced the slates and stuff, because we need these to make the ritual stones. But because of all the bees and all the other distractions, I never got around to it. But now is the time when we will get around to it. So, first of all, let's go and make some ritual stones. And I think we need 24 plus the master ritual, which is why I've got 28 slates. Okay. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, I think it's here. Yeah. Alright, will it allow me to click it in, or no, I have to do it by hand? It's because it gets confused with the ritual stone stuff. But, and obsidian, yes, 28 ritual stones, and I think that I must make sure I make only one master ritual stones, and give me all of these back, and the obsidian, and this. Thank you very much. Alright, so we've got the ritual stones and the master ritual stone. Now, I don't know if you remember, but I made this diviner, which is the easy way of setting up the rituals when I was doing the ritual of the binding to get to the level 4 altar. But this one isn't really useful for the sacrifice ritual because you need to place dusk runes, and this cannot place dusk runes as the thingy tip says. So we have to upgrade this a little bit. So the ritual diviner that can place dusk runes, and we need the dusk runes, or the inscription tool, and that's made by putting blocks of coal in blood, as per usual. I don't know if I have enough. Possibly not. Yeah. Oh. Happens very quickly. Well, if I don't have enough, I'll just put some more in. Yes, we had enough. Okay, so go away. I must have picked those. Oh God, I must have picked those of some random mob. And then it also needs demonic slates, and here we go. Alright, and now I don't remember how high up the ritual needs to be, so I think it needs to be. These are just gonna follow me everywhere, aren't they? I think it needs to be 1 or 2 blocks above the altar, like you need to leave a space, but I am not sure, so let me go to the wiki and make sure of that. I'll be with you in a sec. So it's a good thing that I checked, because it turns out you need 37 rather than 24 ritual stones. I think 24 was for the ritual of binding. So anyway, I ground out some more stones and other things. Oh, another thing that I forgot is that you need 50,000 LP in your network to activate the ritual. So yes. And in the end, I did not find out what the distance is. So I'm just gonna set it to above the altar. Oh, for God's sake. To above the altar, not beside it yet. Oh, did I lose my flight? Okay, this is not really something that I need flight for, but let's have flight. Alright, so I am going to set the altar here, well, the Master Ritual Stone, and I don't think this is gonna work. Let's try here. Okay. Is it just shift right click? Full spring, nether, green grove, interdiction, containment, binding, unbinding, high jump, magnetism. That's a really cool ritual I want to try out, but not today. Well of suffering. Okay. I am guessing something is in its place, and it might possibly be those guys. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The derpiness. I probably need to elevate this above, but that will be okay. I can't remove the glowstone on the other hand. So let's try, yes, let's try just one up and see what happens. Well of suffering. Oh, is it still unhappy? It's probably this stuff, you know. Oh, why can't we just have one episode without derps in which things work, huh? Why is that so difficult to achieve? How high does this ritual need to be anyway? I guess I could look at pictures, but you know, with 36 blocks, it's quite complicated. Might have to raise the ceiling a bit. Yeah, do I need to raise the ceiling? I think this is what it's telling me.
User left your channel.
Okay. Sorry I'm not speaking. Maybe that makes me sound a little bit dense, but concentration. Concentration is needed to remove these stones, okay? No? Alright, let me break it and try again. Thank God for the magnet. At least I don't have to like run. I didn't want to break this. I'm sure it has to be at least one above the altar. No, otherwise it would make putting things in the altar awkward. Okay. Please try and do it now. Alright, so yes, it was, things were blocking it, so it's now the master ritual stone is 3 blocks above the altar, and I had to take in the ceiling a bit to make space for it. But that's okay, I think it actually looks quite cool. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, I don't think the ritual stones look particularly good. You know, they don't really fit in with the way the room looks, and possibly I should put them under the altar, but I don't know. It'll just have to be like that. If it was up to me, I would do a less, I just have a 1 block ritual or something. Well, anyway, let's not complain. Let's go and get the witches. So the witches will obviously go in that tank there. And I do have on me somewhere. I went to one of those witchery circles and I picked out one of the spawners underneath it. A surefire way of getting the witches. Let me just remember in which storage module it is. So if we look for... Now it's auto spawner, isn't it? Come on. Oh, that's because I have it in my inventory. Alright, so I think we'll set up a temporary... It's kind of expensive to move this. Sort of, I mean, an auto spawner is not really that expensive for me now. But this was, strangely enough, it ended up under the B room. But this was the place where I was spawning, the, okay. I am not ready for the witches yet. God, they are nasty critters. Okay, is there any more light? Now I have prepared Why can't I name thee? Why can't I name her? Oh, finally. Hag 3, excellent. And Safari Net. Not here. Not here. I'm sure I've made a whole bunch of Safari Nets. This is quite an expensive project, but it will all be worth it. I don't know whether this is lag or what. But I mean, it clearly works, but just doesn't seem to work very well. Ah, you stupid cow. Okay, I'll just keep doing that and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so the trick was to click on their feet with the name tags or the Safari Nets. But anyway, as you can see, I have actually caught all of them. Perfect. and they're all stuck above them. It's a bit of a pity because I would have liked to see them more, I would have liked them to be a bit lower, but then that ceiling would have had to be extremely high. Anyway, now that they're here, finally, let's activate the ritual. So I have over 50,000 LP in my network, 56,325 to be exact. But look, my network, if you look at the top left corner of the screen, my network is almost empty. And now we will do something to take care of that. So let's click the energy, a rush of energy flows through the ritual. Let's have a drink. Oh yes, I can see the energy going up, and now you will see all the witches are getting hurt. And presumably they're drinking their health potions. Yep, they're all standing around looking mighty annoyed, drinking their potions, so hopefully this means they will survive the ritual. Be in constant torment, but hey, they are witches. I think they are used to that. I guess it comes with the job description. One thing that is quite cool, and I need a bit of cobblestone to use that, to demonstrate that. And I might actually not have cobblestone, which on me. Well, I do actually, We have this, we will turn it into normal cobblestone. One thing that is cool is that, hold on, Thor is asking me, shall I fill it in my hobbit hole at spawn? And hi Thor. Alright, while Thor answers about the hobbit hole, let's do a lever. So one thing that is quite cool okay, I'll move my remaining chests out of it. If I could just spell. Alright, back to business. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this lever on top if I can get there here. And you can actually switch off the ritual. Some of the witches were the Thumbcraft spiny ones, etc., etc., so that was, but I don't think it makes a difference. And I know theoretically I could have caught them in Safari nets without naming them, but I tried that on another server once and they despawned. Whereas if they are named, okay, yes, so the ritual, you don't need to have LP again to spend a huge amount of LP again to switch it on. So this is very useful because I think it's a lot better for the server not to keep it running constantly. I mean, obviously I am going to run it for a bit now because, I need the LP because right now there is nothing in my network. Let's see. And I want to fill this up. Now it's 4,000. And now it's actually gone down. How come it's going down? I mean, it is going down because, it is going down. I will be sick very soon. What the heck is, I know why. It's because of this. Yes, blacklist this as well. You get some very nasty effects if you totally run out of LP. Incidentally. Okay, now it's rising. So, some of the things, I want to make quite a few of those sigils, but to start with, I think let's try this one. And I think I've prepared things for it. Except, of course, I need the ritual stone to do it. Is it like this, and like this, and the glowstone in the corners? So I'm not sure if I really like how this looks. To light up the stuff, the place, let's put this in. How much do we have? We're up to 14,000. This is filling up fast. Let's have a look. So I kind of like to use this on the outside. I'm not sure I really like how it looks, but it's got to be better than torches. And if you're lighting up a big area, you know, it's quite difficult to light up a big area, so let's just put F7 temporarily. I guess I could have done this with Botania too, but never mind, let's do it with the blood magic. Yeah, it's quite useful if you are mining too. Yeah, there's one here. Be gone, horrible torches. I really hate torches. Alright, I think this is now lit up. You see, you just get this little sparkle red effect, which I'm not sure I like that much, but as I say, it's better than torches and it's very easy to do. Okay, so this is one thing. The other thing the other sigil that's kind of interesting, which I actually made a sigil, which I'd already made, is the sigil of air, which so I've shown you the Phantom Bridge at the beginning of the series, but this is another method of flying, and you might wonder why I need to have so many methods of flying, and you might be right to wonder, but so I have the flight potion, which I really like, but this is much faster, and the flight potion is great if you need to be able to fly, say, in the nether or when building something, but even though it's quite cheap to refill, I sort of hesitate to use it if I am just, let's turn the F7 off, if I know I just need to fly somewhere, and if I know I'm not going to stay in the air, because it just seems so wasteful. And this is very fast. And I'm only flying when... So I'm going to use this if I know I need to fly somewhere, but then I'm not going to be flying much around. I will use this because with the potion, you drink it and there is no way of undrinking it. Okay, we're up to 33,000, which is still nothing. I think now my network can handle up to a few million. So this is brilliant. It will take some time to fill up, but luckily I don't have to cut myself anymore. It is now the witches that are doing the suffering. Anyway, I think we'll end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.